So what have we learned from Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 1? When a woman wants to be in denial, she'll even tell herself the lies and expect everybody to believe it. Like Coleslaw said, all y'all husbands was out there cheating on the boy's trip. I said what I said. Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out. Look how I just bossed it out. Now come on, baby, why you bugging? We can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no, I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. We're here to discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville. I watched it last night, but I fell asleep, so now you're getting the video tonight. Stop acting crazy. Girl, look, let me tell y'all something. First of all, the episode is called Marceau Messy, because Marceau, you was messy. You posted that photo, and we gonna get into it. But listen, this is my thing. We women want to be married so bad that we would deny what we already know. We will find reasons and ways around it, and for the life of me, I can't get it. But you know that's Huntsville, Alabama girl. You know them girls are built different. But anyway, let's get into it. The episode opens up. Marceau and Tisha go to dinner. This is denial number 1. And I don't mean the Nile like the river. Denial number 1. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. So they go to dinner. Tisha sit there. Marceau, we're finally get to have dinner, and I'm glad we're getting to catch up because this is what 15 years look like. And there they go, women. I ain't gonna go there, but I'm just saying there's some women who find that their biggest accomplishments are their marriages. And them be the ones who get let down the most. But let's move on. 15 years, this is what it looks like. But we come to find out, Tisha lets us know Marceau went to Africa by himself. Your husband of 15 years said he needed time and went to Africa by himself. You yourself said, I've never been to Africa. I thought it would be something for us to do as a family or something that we would both want to do. And the fact that you just went by yourself, it just looked a little funny. And Marceau, well, I was a little depressed. No, I wasn't depressed. I was depleted. But, I just needed to get away and have time to myself all the way to Africa, fool. You had an opportunity to bring your wife somewhere she's never been. I'm talking about the wife of 15 years to Africa and you went by yourself? Child, please. If you could believe that, I could sell you a well and doggone a pool. Girl, please. That boy want to know Africa by himself. Then he's showing selfies like, girl, who travels all the way to Africa by themselves? Now, y'all could denial number 1. I'm just saying, but Tisha, you want to sit up here on this internet and act like Marceau ain't doing what he doing. Oh, he doing something. Let's move on. So now, let me bring this back. He hollered the phone wasn't working, so he couldn't get in touch. To the girl who was out there with Marceau in Africa, number 1, you a bad bitch. He brought you all the way out there. But number 2, can you please drop the receipt so we can find out what's going on? Because he's already been accused of being in hotels. They got pictures and all that stuff. Y'all got this 15 years, huh? Okay, let's move on. So we move on to the next topic in this scene. Marceau wants a personal assistant. Or what does he call it? Person in charge, girl. He said because this is going to free him space to hang out and be with his family. Because since he went to Africa, he values time more than he values money. The problem is, Tisha was like, well, I'm going to be the one who finds the assistant because you don't need to be a woman. She don't need to be a woman. And Marceau was like, well, why she can't be a woman? Well, she could be an older woman, but she don't need to be a woman. And I'm going to take the lead on this. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be the person to vet her. Now, this is my thing with your 15 years. 15 years. If you so confident, why do you care? If nothing that was on the outside affects you, why do you care if she a younger woman? How solid are them 15 years, Letitia? Girl, y'all do the most for me for these marriages and these husbands. But let's move on. So he's like, all right, whatever. You obviously been reading the comments because now you talking like that, talking about you taking the lead. And she goes, I haven't been reading the comments, but you was the one posted that picture. Now we find out, and we already knew this on the off season, but when Maurice and Marceau were asked if they had ever been around coleslaw, Maurice said no, Marceau said yes. And what we do know now is, yes, he was. And so Marceau decides to post a photo online. I don't know why he would out his brother like that, but that says a lot. I'm just saying. But he outed his brother and posted a picture online. So now this brings them to that topic. Tisha was like, well, you posted that picture, so apparently you reading the comments. Like, what's going on? You ain't have to do that. Child Marceau goes into, oh, well, it wasn't that deep. You know, I just posted it or whatever. And so now that brings Tisha to start talking about Coleslaw. Well, you don't remember she did this and said that. And she said all y'all was out there cheating and da-da-da-da-da. But Marceau wants to quiet her down. Shh, tell me, don't give it light. You don't give that type of stuff light. Listen, what was the thing he said? Nobody calls you a dog and expect you not to bark. Now listen, I know I'm from the South. I'm from New Orleans, so it's different. But I know them country people, y'all be having your own sayings, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But what the hell are you talking about, Marceau? Nobody calls you a dog and expect you not to bark. I'm going to need you to come up with something better. So he done shushed Letitia up 30 times because he's trying to get her to stop bringing up Coleslaw. Why? Because Coleslaw was saying, you was really outside with these hoes. Not to mention, they said you got children all over the place. You might want to check into that. Yeah, so anyway, girl Letitia, he married to the right one. And then he all funny, Bill, because he used to be big. Boy, bye. Ugh. You only popping because you got money and you on TV. Anyway, let's move on. Martell go to work out with Big Lou. Crazy Lou, Big Lou. So Crazy Tiff, Messy Tiff, and Big Lou is back. Big Lou and Martell is stretching for what? Because it looked like Big Lou ain't worked out in at least 25 to 30 years. Titties is swinging and passing and all this shit. And I'm just sitting here going, Big Lou, why is you acting like you about to work out with Martell? Martell says that he's been going through a lot mentally. And the gym is how he decompressed. That's how he relieved his stress. We can tell because them shirts is tight as hell. All your suit jackets looking like this. We know you've been decompressing a lot. We can tell. Anyway, so yeah, Martell, boy bye. So he's in there to decompress with Big Lou. But they brings up the fact that Big Lou brings up, Marceau kind of went in on me at the reunion saying that it's guy code not to pillow talk, but is it guy code to post the photos of y'all at the boy strip? Inquiring minds want to know. Is it Marceau? Because he was good for the goose, ain't never good for the gander. You went off on Big Lou as he should, but you went off on Big Lou about guy code, but you just posted your brother and outed him. Make it make sense. That leads into the conversation with him thanking Martell for having his back at the reunion because baby they was tagging them as, and they should. They was like, y'all want to be transparent and say y'all not transparent, but y'all ain't transparent and transparent and transparent. And then Carlos King asked them, hey, does anybody know things about Big Lou and Messy Tiff that they don't want to say on the show? And everybody said yes. So either way, Big Lou was thanking Marceau peanut head ass for having his back. And Marceau was like, yeah, I just found it crazy that everybody was attacking y'all like they all transparent. They not. And you know what? They not. But that's not the issue. The issue was the transparency king and queen was running around there acting like they was and he wasn't. That was the issue. So we move to the next scene. Before we get to the next scene, girl, the Kaleido grew. First of all, shout out to Judy. Y'all know I fucks with Judy. I do all her shows. Y'all know Judy. That's my Judy. She from New Orleans. Gonna support her at all costs. But Judy, your Kaleido Grow commercial with Destiny and Tisha was so cringeworthy. It was insane. Tisha is so awkward and weird. And then Destiny, at least Tisha had her real hair out and was like, Kaleido Grow, even though that shit ain't been in her head not one time. Destiny, where the hell was you going with that ponytail sticking up one over here, one over there? Girl, what, your face already built like a pear. That didn't really do good for you, Destiny. Judy, girl, I get it. You should have got Mel to do it. See, but Mel too, she Beyonce now. She probably was like, oh, I'm busy. I can't. You should have got Mel to get up there. Because Destiny and Tisha was cringe, girl. It was so cringe. But anyway, y'all go down there and get the Kaleido Grows at the Rite Aids and the Walmarts and all that stuff. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Kimmy got a new dog. Kimmy says she got a new dog because dogs love her unconditional. Well, what you trying to say? Your man don't? Because if you all happy and healthy At the corner of happy and healthy. Why you need something to love you unconditional? Anyway, Maurice and Monster comes in. Monster goes off to take the dog inside, and she lets Maurice know she got this dog because it loves her unconditionally. Now, immediately, Maurice was like, well, wait, what you trying to say? I'm taking her back, bitch. Like, what you mean? Like, I don't love you unconditionally. Now, this leads her into the doggone question of, what about these pictures that your brother put up, your own brother put up? What's going on with that? And Maurice was like, look, I know Marceau is so messy. Like, he didn't have to do that. Like, it's just like, it was uncalled for. And Kimmy gets into the confessional. Denial number 2. Kimmy gets into the confessional and tries to basically clean it up by saying, you know, everybody was married, but we weren't. That was your man, right? He cheated, Mo. Don't act like y'all, just because y'all wasn't married, it wasn't cheated. He cheated. Girl, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all be want to be married by any means necessary. Y'all be drove. Y'all be drove and sick and tired and through of y'all own husbands because you want to be married so bad. Meanwhile, you over there aging and growing, looking so bad. And not saying Kimmy aging because Kimmy looks good. But I'm saying y'all putting that stress on y'all for what? Girl, please. And don't try to rationalize it. Just say, I would rather Kimmy got up there and say, yeah, he cheated, but it was before we got married, so I'm not tripping. I'd rather you say that. Or, you know, if he did cheat, it was before I got married, so I'm not going to count it because we wasn't married. Say that. But don't sit up here and try to rationalize it by saying, well, you know, we wasn't married, so it's different. No, it's not different. If he cheated, he cheated. He was out there with them hoes. Coleslaw ain't lied. And Marceau didn't lie neither. That's why he put the picture up. But anyway, let's get back into it. She asked Marceau if she asked him a direct question. Well, he's always told her that if she asked him a direct question, he'll answer it. So she goes, were you out there with the linebacker? Now, you're talking to an attorney now. Because I don't know if y'all remember, Maurice is an attorney. Now, you know he play on the words. First, he starts fiddling and faddling, like, what you mean? Like, this is crazy. Da, 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 da. Then he finally answers and said, no, I did not cheat with the linebacker. No. And immediately in my mind, I was like, he did that shit. Whatever they say that nigga did, he did that shit. Girl, think about it. No, I did not cheat with the linebacker. Maybe he don't feel like she looked like a linebacker. So in that case, he wouldn't be telling the truth. Like, again, we want to be married because it looks good, or is it for like business? Because if it is, then we wouldn't even have a conversation. If it was for business, boy, bye. Okay, whatever you did that shit. Let's get this money. But yeah, y'all trying to rationalize this shit and it's not looking good. I'm sorry. It's just not. Maurice goes on to say he don't give a damn. Because Kimmy was like, listen, y'all, you and Marceau go around acting like y'all don't care, but you need to care. Because there's collateral damage. Tisha and myself. And then Maurice tries to diverge, what is he tries to steer the conversation to her, telling her she needs to go doggone, be there for her sister. And she was like, see, there you go with that bullshit. You always trying to shift this shit when we on us. I got the Tisha thing. What I'm telling you is y'all need to worry about what people are saying, because if the stuff is not true, it don't just affect y'all. It affects us. Me and Tisha. Maurice said, I don't give a damn. All I care about is if you care. She get back in that damn confessional again and say, you know, everybody else was married, but we wasn't. And it's like, Kimmy, I wouldn't even bring it up. Or if I did bring it up, I'd be like, that was before we was married. It is what it is. I ain't worried about that. But don't sit up here and rationalize the shit and try to make excuses. He did what he did. He definitely did what he did. Let's move on. We move to the next scene. Destiny is in the studio. So, okay, Destiny, you want to be another male? You can't sing. They had to put the auto-tune on you. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to hate, but y'all, everybody can't be getting behind the booth, man. This ain't right. Destiny, you cannot sing. And with the auto-tune, you was decent and average at best, girl. Let that go. Like, why is you doing that? Is you doing that because Mel was doing that? Like, what is this? So either way, Tisha pulls up to the doggone studio. She in there talking about this is going to be her time to get out what the hell happened to Lovey Areas. And you know, we've been trying to find out what happened with you in Lovey Areas. Now you want to put it on wax and try to make us buy it? Girl, buy it. Somebody going to bootleg it because we need to know what the hell happened to Lovey Areas. And I'm not telling people to go bootleg your stuff, but you owe us this tea. You are not about to put it on wax. And we got to listen to you auto-tune for 12 songs to find out what the hell happened with you in Lovey Areas. Ain't gonna happen. Moan. Fat. Anyway. So yeah, Tisha comes in and was just like, oh girl, everything's so great, you know, because apparently her and Tisha done got cool, girl. They, as you saw on the Kaleido Groom commercial. Anyway, so yeah, her and Tisha done got cool. Tisha was like, well girl, I know you done talk to Mel, and Mel have gave you a few pointers, and then we find out Mel ain't been talking to Destiny at all. Mel has said 2 middle fingers to you, heifer. Mother pluck you and let your mama love you. It's basically what Mel has been saying to Destiny. Why is that? Well, apparently Destiny and Tisha were staying next to her in a hotel at the reunion, and according to Destiny, Tisha was filling her in on what happened on stage. Mel overheard it, and Mel felt like she was basically talking about her. She said she told Mel, hey, I wasn't talking about you. I was getting filled in on what happened, but Mel made a mention that, but you were talking about me to my enemy. That was the thing. And look at Tisha. I didn't know we were enemies. Like, what's going on? I don't understand. I mean, we're cool, but I didn't think we were enemies. Girl, bye. People tired of you. Where's Miss Winder? Where's Miss Winder? Now, on the flip side, I ain't gonna lie. I do have to feel like Mel might be smelling her drawers. Mel, you might be smelling your drawers. You Beyonce now. You is the grind dime of loving hip hop. No, not loving hip hop. You are the grind dime of RHOP. You are the Nene of RHOA. You are the Teresa Giudice of RHNJ. I don't know if that's RHONJ, New Jersey. Y'all get what I'm saying. So you might be smelling your drawers. That's what we say in New Orleans when you start feeling it. So, you smelling your drawers. So you might just be needing a reason to not deal with them anyway. Because we saw how you left off last season, fat. And we ain't like your attitude. I know I didn't. Anyway, you might be smelling your drawers, but you might want to get that together. We move to the next scene. Mel and Kimmy go to make a charcuterie board. What is that you said? Cheese and crackers and a little fruit on the board. That's what it is. So Mel invites Kimmy out to make the charcuterie board. She gets there and they start talking about the photo Marceau posted as well. And then Kimmy again, denial number 3. Oh, well, you know, y'all were married at the time. We weren't married. And, you know, Mel in true, like, I'm not about to let you play me and downplay this shit because you're going to find out your man was a cheater just like Martell was. In that true fashion, she was like, but didn't y'all buy a house by that time? Didn't y'all had to do all that? Girl, y'all was together. If he did it, he cheated. Y'all had done bought a house. Mel had to get in her confessional, was just like, look, girl, I ain't trying to say he was no Martell. And we all know Martell was over there spreading it low and sticking it deep off in coleslaw. But we not about to act like Maurice ain't did what he did. Because look at Kimmy, we all knew at the time where he was. So it wasn't a big deal. Well, then if it wasn't a big deal, why would he get on TV and lie? Like, why would he get on TV and lie? Anyway, this goes off to the next conversation. Mel wants to invite her to her pajama party. She's going to buy everybody black pajamas. Everybody going to sit around. It's going to be nice. It's going to be cute. It's going to be a vibe, a key. You know, she was like, but I'm letting you know. Because, see, I don't want you to go and invite everybody. Destiny and Tisha ain't invited. And look at Kimmy. Well, damn, what happened? She tells them about what happened with the hotel, but to see the story is different. Mel says that Destiny admitted to dragging for her with Tisha. And Mel felt like, you know what? I ain't got time for that shit. I'm on a new level. I'm Beyonce, bitch. Stop acting crazy. I'm done with all of this shit. So that's why she cut Destiny off. Now, we need to get them together to find out what actually happened. Because somebody lied. Either way, she was like, yeah, them hoes not invited. So please don't go running them out, telling them about it, because I don't want them there. Kimmy was like, well, shit, if they ain't there, who gonna be there that I know? She hollered messy Tiff. Girl. Even I was just like, well, girl, I know I'm gonna be there by myself. Ain't nobody want trying to hang with no Tiff big head ass. Girl, bye. But anyway, messy Tiff gonna be there, so that's all she's gonna have to deal with. And I'm just like, ugh. This is, you know, I guess her and her other friends that she have that we ain't never seen. Her and her other friends, all of them gonna be there. And it's gonna be a key. Let's move on. The last and final scene, Kimmy, Maurice, Marceau, and Tisha go to their brother's house, Micah, and did I get his wife's name? I don't think I got his wife's name. But they go over to their brother Micah and his wife's house, a beautiful dark-skinned chocolate woman. I love it. Love to see the black girls getting married and all that stuff. Just don't be in denial and don't be slow like Tisha. Either way, so they going over there to discuss this photo. Girl, tell me why when Maurice pulled up, he went to go hug, Marceau went to hug him, and Maurice was like, that ain't what we doing, Pops. Ain't about to happen. He's still feeling some type of way. They sit down to have this conversation, and basically, Kimmy's in her confessional saying, I don't have a problem with checking Maurice, and you never checked him for real. But anyway, I don't have a problem checking Maurice, and I don't have a problem checking Marceau. So she goes right into it. So what was you thinking you gonna get out of you posting that picture? And Marceau was like, huh? He was like, I was just posting it for, to say that he was there. It wasn't to say that he was doing nothing. It was just to say that he was there. Honestly, him getting in trouble for being there, or lying basically was what it was going to be. But it wasn't trying to say that he did nothing. Maurice is trying to rationalize with Marceau as to why he did what he did. Marceau did that because Marceau is a messy-ass female. Period. Like, and that's your brother. Like, how you just throw your brother out there? Like, I don't understand. Maurice was like, well, what if I would have turned around and posted something saying that you had the two children on the outside? Look at Marceau, that ain't funny. No, of course it ain't funny. Because what you did wasn't funny, although it was needed. Because we needed to know if he was there or not. But that wasn't cause for it. It just wasn't. It just wasn't, Marceau, and you're dirty for that. Kimmy brings up the collateral damage shit and putting it all on Tisha, like if Tisha was the only one with the collateral damage. Girl, it was you too. All of y'all had collateral damage because all y'all sitting there looking like y'all husbands is out here spraying, putting that peen out like it's a doggone trick-or-treat candy. Period. But they asked Tisha how she feel, and Tisha hollers, well, I don't really pay attention to it, but it do make you feel a way, because people saying, but I didn't really feel much of a way. I think what hurt me the most was that people that I know and my friends are supposed to be my friends because they were saying it. Stop the damn cap. You felt the way because your husband has been put out here for being cheating for a while. And not only that, you can't sit up here and act like that don't affect you, because it does. It just does. Don't do that, Tisha. But my thing with you is, Kimmy, why is you checking on Tisha like you didn't go through the same thing? Because your man is the one got caught in the lie. What are we doing here? The now number 4 on 5, 4 and 5 on both of them. What are y'all doing? Y'all want to be married this damn bad. Does it make sense? Just to say I'm married? And you see, you bitches are the ones that ends up waking up 30, 40 years later and regretting it. Because you realize, you look back in the rear view and realize I've been miserable all my life. But I said I had me a husband though. Y'all got to stop acting crazy. I just don't get it. Yeah. Marceau, you saying you only posted it so he can be caught being complicit and not actually being caught in the act. That was some bogus ass stuff. Maurice, you need to stand up to your stuff, but you ain't gonna have to because Kimmy ain't gonna check you. Who gonna check you, boo? Sure ain't gonna be Kimmy. Kimmy ain't gonna put her foot down and do a damn thing because I don't know why, but she could do it for everybody else, but not you. Speaking of, I worked with a girl like that. Her husband ran her over, but she would come to work and try to run everybody else over. But ain't this one. Never that. But yeah, y'all got to figure out y'all stuff. That was the end of the episode. Girl, look. The photo was the photo. It was what it was. Maurice, you was out there. Y'all let me know how y'all thought this episode was. This is the first one. At least we not all hung up on the Mel and Martell drama. Now it's on Marceau and them. Thank the Lord. We tired of Martell and Mel. Thank God we on Marceau with his nasty, cheating, messy ass. Drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you hoes later. Bye.